Hello everyone, my name is Armando Perez Martinez and this video is regarding task-based learning. First of all, let's make a distinction about what a method and an approach is. According to Richards and Rogers, an approach refers to a general assumptions about what language is and how learning a language occurs. On the other hand, a method is a practical implementation of an approach. A theory is put into practice. Characteristics of this approach. Douglas Brown assumes that in task-based instruction, the main concern is not the small pieces of language. Task-based instruction focuses on a whole set of real-world tasks. The goals do not focus on grammar or phonology, but include some functions such as greeting and expressing opinions. Task-based learning involves natural language use. As we can see in these examples, the first one refers mainly to grammar, in this case the grammar of there is or there are, while activities such as the second example involves a communicative problem to solve. The key units of syllabus design are tasks. Both the syllabus and the assessment are specified in terms of tasks. The main organizing unit would be most of the time a linguistic item such as vocabulary, grammar, or pronunciation. Here we select tasks and decide which one goes first. When it comes to task-supported language teaching, tasks play an important role, but they are not the primary organizing unit. Task-based activities are described in terms of three stages. In the pre-task stage, students are prepared for the task that is going to happen. The during task stage involves the performing the task. And finally, in the last one, the learner engages in some sort of follow-up activities. According to Noonan, this approach encourages the learner to emerge as a language user. It helps the learner to interact spontaneously because they are free to use whatever vocabulary and grammar they know. Automaticity. Practicing in real-life situations is helpful in achieving automaticity of linguistic knowledge. Opportunity to learn vocabulary. It is beneficial for the students if the teacher thinks of creative ways to involve its students in the pre-task. An example is a word web by brainstorming. It provides essential conditions for language learning. Learners get a chance to negotiate turns to speak and also try out various communication strategies. It prepares learners to use language in the real world. Maximizes scope for communication. By participating in the task, learners not only acquire new language items but also make use of the language they have acquired recently. Some disadvantages of this approach are linguistic deficiency. Learners who are beginners with no linguistic resources find it very difficult to take part in a task. Learner's perception. If the learner perceives that a task is related closely to his or her needs, they tend to adopt an achievement orientation. On the other hand, if they do not perceive the relevance of the task, they adopt survival orientation. Learners' needs neglected. Most of the language learners have specific needs. People learn a second language, a foreign language, so that it is of some use to them. Diverse classes. The tasks prescribed may be relevant for a few learners, and for others it may be too difficult, and for some others it may be too easy and they may feel that it is a waste of time to perform the task. Most of the studies are focused on adults, but what about young learners? Regarding young learners, according to Pinter, the challenge is design tasks that children want to complete. Learners work in groups and try to work out solutions to problems that interest them. For example, the mysterious problem-solving tasks might be attractive to children. How should teachers select tasks for their learners? Children should be able to ask themselves, do I understand what my partner is saying? Should I ask the same question again if I don't understand what was said? How do we know we are doing well so far with this task? What do we do if we get stuck? This is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.